Hello, Las Vegas. You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. My name is Mel Tiller. I'm thrilled to be your host. And today, you are going to love my next guest. His name is Steve the Legacy. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He's a motivational speaker, an inventor, and an author. He is one busy guy. Steve, welcome to the show.
Man, look, I'm so excited to be here. Look, I'm going to have to take you on a road with me when I do my introduction. So when I go on stage, they get the crowd hype, man. I love that. It's good to be
Oh,
here.
I can do that. I can do that for you. All right, let's start running it down. You are a motivational speaker. Who do you talk to, and what is your topic?
You know, it's funny that you asked. My age group, the age group is from 7 to 79, and the reason why that I can actually incorporate that because I go to middle schools, high schools, and I even speak at different adult events and things like that. But the topic is all about act and growing your belief. That's the whole mission. That's one of my first books that I wrote called Act and Grow Your Belief. You may have heard of the book from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
Think and Grow Rich is all my favorite book, but here's the thing. Here's the struggle behind Think and Grow Rich when it comes to some people. Their thinking is all out of place. So they cannot grow rich if their thinking is jacked. So sometimes what you have to do in order to really get the thinking together, you have to be able to find a way to develop your belief. And the only way that I've learned that you can develop it by acting on what you want to do. Because sometimes you can think yourself out of doing anything and everything. Sometimes you just got to act. And the great thing about acting, what it does is create an event inside your body to get moving. I think a lot of us in life, we got to learn how to get moving. And we're going to talk more about activation. Got to get activated.
All right. I love that. And our youngsters absolutely need to hear that. Also, I understand that you are an inventor. You have invented a number of things. Give me your top 3 inventions.
Well, top 3. First one is called the Wanda Ring. The Wanda Ring I invented in 2019, right before the pandemic blew everything out for us with me getting around a lot of people. But what it is a mobile photo booth. I saw it was a problem.
Whoa. A mobile photo booth. All right.
A mobile booth, right?
What is a what is a mobile photo booth?
It's a photo booth that can do the same amount of I guess impact as far as taking photos at an event without having that stationary big thing in the corner. This thing you can take with you wherever you go. You can print on demand. You can upload it to your social media, and you don't stop the fun from happening. Most times, and this is the problem that I had. This is the reason why I invented it was because the fact is I was at an event. I was in a mascot. I was trying to incorporate people to come over to the stationary photo booth, and I noticed people was walking by and was going to the bleachers during the game. And I said, if I had a device that can take over and give them the same experience and it's mobile, that would be amazing. And that day, I just started turning the wheels, and it went from me creating that prototype in my living room and getting the patent a year later. And right now, I'm still doing events and parties, and we're getting ready for production very soon. So I'm very excited for the Wanda Ring.
Okay, so is this handheld? I mean, I can actually carry it with my hands. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can carry it with your hand. Like the thing is portable and it's mobile, so that it's not as heavy. It's to a point where you can pack it in a small bag because I have it to the point where you can break it down. It don't have to be like small book bag, small little school bag, and you can carry the thing in. But it's so powerful because it gives that same appealing approach as a standard traditional photo booth.
Okay, so people are starting to get interested. You're a motivational speaker. We love your message. You're an inventor. You told us about one of your inventions. Tell us how people can get in contact with you and how people can read more about all the different things that you're doing.
Yes, my website is www.stevethelegacy.com. Once again, www.stevethelegacy.com. Steve Legacy is on all major platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right, stevethelegacy.com. I love that. All right, tell us about your next invention.
Well, I noticed that the era of today was very digital based, and everybody's on their tablet, and it seemed like when I talked to a lot of older generation, what I used to do before I had the cell phones and tablets, it was a lot of dexterity. And dexterity is a nice little, I like that word. It's all about hand and eye coordination and being able to use your hands. And I think a lot of times outside of swiping up and down or using your thumbs on the device, we're not using that hand and eye coordination. So my mom was teaching my daughter how to play the game of jacks. I don't know if you're familiar with the game of jacks,
Oh
but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, yeah.
And when you mention that to a lot of older generations, they start to light up and tell their stories about how they used to play back in the day. Well,
That's
this
right.
new generation doesn't really have that same type of feel. So I had a plan. One day, it was a Saturday, I came up with a game called Cubics. It's like jacks, but instead of the dangerous jacks that you step on, this color-coded cubes that you utilize inside there will give them a better, I guess, a better play, because what it is you're able to have points and it's color coordination. You start off with red, you end with black, and each cube represents 1 point, and then the red is represent two, and black represent three. Now each round you get 10 rounds, just like onesies, twosies, all the way up to tens.
All right.
You get an opportunity to make 15 points per round. The person with the most points wins the game. So this is the latest packaging of the cubics. Now it came a long way, and it's funny. I birthed in February. It was when it was birthed, the idea. The tournament I had in Barnes and Noble in Philadelphia in July, and I just came back from Toy Fair in New York, and I got some nice pointers. The original packaging was like a little small, and they said you got to make it more appealing for retail. So you know what I mean? My motor was turning, my motor was thinking, and this is like the hot off the press latest version of Cubics that I got. Well, actually, I finished up in the living room a couple days ago.
Well, I know that our audience, our radio audience can't see it, but let me tell you, it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. There's a ball. I see two balls, and I see some cubes with different colors and so forth. Okay, kind of based on the Jacks concept. I think this is going to be great. When will people be able to buy it, and where can they go to buy
it? It's already available. It's at SteveTheLegacy.com. I'm closing in on contracts with Barnes and Noble, fingers crossed, and I'm working on getting to Target and Walmart as well. So that's coming back from Toy Fair. I got a lot of connections that I can actually link up, and that's the whole goal of Cubics and a couple other things. But I know we don't have enough time for all that. But this is the hottest one off the press.
All right, that is fantastic. All right, I'm going to give you one more invention. You are a brilliant guy. I love your ideas. Give me invention number 3.
I call it Knots Be Gone. What is the hand massager?
Okay, Knots Be Gone. That's Knots. Okay, Knots. Yep. Knots. Okay.
Yep, and it's a hand massager that's built out of tennis balls, and I have a method where I'm able to cut the hole in the ball and still keep the pressurized system of the ball so that you don't lose it, and it stays firm. So what I love about it, because I injured myself in 2019, and I don't know if anybody is familiar with going into accidents or injuries, they like to prescribe you with a lot of medication. Now, I got tired of taking those medications because it made me feel a little woozy, and the chiropractor sometimes that pressure kind of hurts a little time. So you have to go for the case purposes, but that pain does really hurt when you go to the chiropractor. So I had a dream about a massager built out of tennis balls, and I just had to,
stop right there. Stop right there. You had a dream about this invention. You saw the invention first in your dreams.
I saw it first in my dream, and then I had to figure out how I was going to do it. And if you look at it, we don't have all day for this, but I'm going to tell you, everything that you see, everything that you use was already created in somebody else's mind as far as their dream before you were able to use it. So it's funny how you actually invent 3 times. You invent first in your mind, you write it down, the invention, and then you actually put it in life. So you invent the thing 3 times. And that's what happened with me. I had to figure out how could I allow these balls to not lose their pressure? How can I get it on there? And how it can be effective and beneficial. And it comes with a carrying bag. So you can take it everywhere you go. And guaranteed that you're able to massage every part of your body with one hand. Guaranteed your money's back.
Oh, I absolutely love that. There's so much that you and I could talk about. All right, you're also an author. Talk to me about your latest work.
Well, I'm excited because the fact is, I've been on. I had an opportunity to be a contributor author for the book M Story. M Story by Carolyn Wilson. Shout out to Carolyn Wilson.
Him as him, Him. Okay, him story. All right.
M Story. Yeah. And what I love about it, we have great men that shared their version of stories. So I think it's about a little over 10 men, and they all had a chapter to really tell about their actually sometimes it's the upbringing, sometimes them in adulthood, sometimes what they went through when they was at high school. My story was called The Legacy Within. And I don't want to give, the spoiler, but I'll give you a little synopsis real quick. But all I'm doing is telling about how sometimes in life you're going to go through some things and you want to tap. Everybody want to leave a legacy. Everybody want to be a legend. Everybody want to have some type of impact here in this world. Yes. But sometimes they got to go inside, got to find out exactly what is the thing that's going to get them activated. But in the midst of doing that, you're going to go through some storms. And sometimes you got to bring that umbrella. Sometimes you got to bring the shelter. Sometimes you got to withstand the storm and stand in it like how the eagle do. The eagle, all he does is adjust his wings. He don't run for shelter. So that chapter really impacts me when it comes down to understanding the legacy within. So shout out to Carolyn Wilson with this book, Him Story, and I'm a contributor author, and I'm very excited about it.
All right. Steve, you've been so great and so wonderful with your time. I have really enjoyed all of your creativity, all of your stories. I'm going to leave you with the last word. What would you like to leave our listening audience with?
For them to believe in themselves. That's the most groundbreaking, monumental level of life that you're going to experience once that actually happens. Actually, the powerful event happens when you start to really tap into that belief in yourself. When that happens, then you know how they always say the sky's the limit? The sky become limitless. When that happens, it becomes limitless. Why? Because the fact is, you're into quantum theory. Now, that's another story for another day when you get into that quantum theory of things, right? Outside the stratosphere. And then you start to really blow your mind. And here, this is what the reason why I became so-called motivational speaker. I had to do the work first so that when I got on stage to talk about it, I would tell you that I have taken a trip and I'm going to take you on this journey and I'm going to show you how to take yours as well. Versus me saying, you can do it, and I have not done anything. No, I'm bringing to the table the stuff that I was able to do and how I can help you activate the stuff that you get out of you as well. So always believe in yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. You heard Steve, the legacy, and you've been listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host, and until next time, that's Keeping It 100.